Good morning. Just a quick thought that I wanted to share. You ever read something in the Bible before, some scriptures, and it really spoke to you and you felt the need to spread it to somebody else? Well, I just finished reading Second Chronicles chapter 9, verses 1 through 12. And in it, it's titled, in the version I have of the Bible, it says, The Queen of Sheba Visits Solomon. Now, this wasn't a type of visit where she comes and she's just spreading joy and having a little vacation. Her intentions were to come and test his wisdom. And now, if you read prior to, Solomon is a very wise man, and he's been appointed king after his father David. He completed the temple, he consecrated the temple, made it this big, beautiful thing that God had put it in his heart to do. Well, now this Queen Sheba comes and she wants to see if he's really that intelligent, if he's really that smart, is he really that wise? And so she comes with all of these spices that no one has ever seen before, with all these precious metals and all these gifts on tons and tons of camels. It says she had a huge caravan. And so she goes and she talks to Solomon to see what exactly is going on. And, well, not what's going on, but if he's really that wise. And what she ends up finding out is that he's more wise than she even thought to begin with. So she tells him that, like, even not even half of what your real wisdom is has been told in my city. In other words, you got it more than people are actually talking about it. And after that, she, instead of trying to test him and harm him, she actually gives him gifts. And so Solomon returns gifts to her, but it's more than she even gave him. So the lesson that I learned from this and what I took from this is about fear. I struggle with that as an adult. I struggled with that as a teenager, and I struggled with that as a young adult in my 20s, and definitely as a child. But fear is definitely not from God. Anytime you get anxious or nervous or scared, chances are that it's the enemy trying to come against you. Because the enemy cannot take your blessings away that God has ordained for you, but he can distract you to the point where you allow yourself to walk away from those blessings. So this person came to harm Solomon, to try to find out if he's really that wise, to try to catch him and make him slip up. But because he didn't have fear, he recognized this and he was able to answer all her questions that she tried to trump him with, and in the end show her that it was really the love of God and the grace of God that made him who he is. So that's something I learned this morning in this day, that it's not necessarily a bad thing when people try to come and test you, because sometimes it's the testing of your faith. I am going through a time right now where I have to fight fear and realize that in the end it's going to work out. But if I keep thinking negative, then it will come to pass. So fear can be tackled by your thoughts. But are you really trusting God if every time someone tries to test you, you allow them to conquer you? Second Chronicles 9, verses 1 through 12.